Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. To the Honorable Member of Louis, I want to assure you that we are aware of the fact that migration is part and parcel of human history, and there is no way we can stop it. And we made that very clear to our partners, that in fact these boys who are going there are called the backway boys. Sometimes when they're going, even their own families are not aware. So the solution is not deportation, but to work on measures that will help us deal with this efficiently. And in relation to that, at the invitation of the Spanish minister, foreign minister, I went to Spain and we have engaged them on an agreement for seasonal migration. As you rightly put it, and that's what I told them, some of people, they don't want to stay in Europe. They just want to come make some money and go back home. And we are also engaging the government of Italy on this type of agreement, because I know they have similar agreements with other countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Member for Kiang West.
Honorable Minister, from your response, you've indicated that deportation is not the solution. And since your government is aware of that, what are you doing to ensure that you make a stop to this indiscriminate deportation that we are experiencing?
Well, we all know that we agree with you that deportation is not the solution. But when you have exhausted all the legal remedies for you to stay in a country, even in the Gambia, we deport people who are not complying with our laws. So the only thing we can do is to negotiate with them, see how best they can regularize them. And there is an offer on the table with Germany to regularize Gambians who have stayed there, who have not committed any crime. Now, we are also duty bound by international law when it is established that you are a Gambian and you have all the documentary evidence. We cannot refuse you to come back to the country because we cannot render our citizens stateless. And today you have to understand also that we live in a different era. At first, people will go travel, throw their passport, and they will not be able to identify them. And if I show you a photo that I have on my phone, some of our citizens did the same thing. But the immigration will collect everything and send it to the embassy. But what they forget is that once you are entered in the system, there is no way you can claim that you are not Gambian. So now even when they are asking for the documentation, they themselves will send you all the evidence. So you have no other choice than to accept your citizens. But it's with heavy heart that we accept our citizens. We know that families put a lot of investment, a lot of efforts to get their children thinking that the roads of Europe are paved with gold, which is in fact not the reality. And that's why yesterday I was saying that this should be a national debate. This goes beyond partisan politics. We have to sit and have a serious debate about this issue of migration, because we are losing some of our young, valid, ambitious young men. When they go with a lot of ambition, and unfortunately some of them will come back with mental issues. Some will come back as criminals, but when they were leaving, they were not criminals.